We are so freaking pumped. Thanks so much for joining me on this bag review. I'll try not to make this super long. I want to jump into the features, a bunch of decisions, how we made them, but without any ado, let's jump into it. Friends, how are you doing? We travel a lot, and we travel all over the world. I'm like a one bag carry kind of person, so I'd get to my hotel room or Airbnb or whatever, and I would just like dump everything out, and it was just super frustrating to have to pack and repack, and I was just like, I just want to design a backpack. On top of that, we're an accessory company, right? We made a toiletry bag and a blanket, and we'll make future accessories, and we're not a backpack company, so it was for sure a risk, but a really fun risk to take, designing this full backpack. It's just the craziest product we've ever made. It's just insane. But so just as an overview, this is a carry-on size bag. The day bag is actually a personal item size bag, and then the waist strap can hook onto this. So these are all, you can carry them on with you on 98% of the flights that you go on. There's some weird Europe ones that are different, but most of the flights that you go on, you'll be able to take this on. All of them in the US, it'll pass. So let's just jump into it. First, we can just quickly talk about the materials. It's coated polyester. It's water resistant, lightweight. You know, we on our other toiletry bag and stuff, we use tarpaulin. But the tarpaulin we've just seen over time just wears and tears, and it's pretty heavy, and so we just wanted to stick with something a little bit different. So just like everybody else in the world, we've been hit with the coronavirus stuff. So it started with, even though we manufacture this in Vietnam, you still get a lot of supplies and hooks and materials and whatever else out of China. And so there's been a lot of delays, there's been a lot of weird things. So there's a few parts in this bag that aren't perfect. We'll walk through that. This is a sample. We have more samples that we'll be able to show you later on that have some of the other changes, but this is like 98% there. Super, super close. We're way confident that we'll be 100% there on our next sample. But we just wanted to get this launched and get this out to you guys. So, first of all, on the top, you'll notice that there's 3 main zippers. Again, this is the first thing I'll point out that's a little bit different than what the manufacturer is here. So, furthest down, this is a number 10 YKK waterproof zipper. The slides will have a lockable, so this pocket will be lockable. The next pocket, this one wraps all the way around. I guess over here is the better way to see it. So here will be a number 10. The next one will be a number 8, and then this will be a number 6 waterproof zipper. The main reason for that, one, the 6 or the 8 and the 6, they just aren't carrying that much weight, and so like we don't need a full number 10. Number 10s are notoriously a little bit harder to open. And then on top of that, we wanted 3 different size zippers so that it was way easier to tell which pocket was which. So I think first and foremost, we can start on the outside, then we'll go to the main, and then we'll jump over to the computer pocket. So there we go. So the outside opens up like that. Maybe I'll do the overhead camera right now. Might be a little bit easier. So top just has double zippers. This can fold down super easy. And then this is where the day pack lives. I'll set this aside and we can go through it in a few minutes. This pocket is where the toiletry bag, both the slim and the plus fit. It doesn't go all the way down, it just goes to here. That way when you're going through security or whatever, it's super easy just to open up, grab your toiletry bag real quick, throw it on the table. You can also have your pocket there so that you can pull out your TSA bag super easy. Those are the main thoughts. Also, another detail on the front, this is actually a welded zipper, and this will be a fully waterproof pocket. One thing on our toiletry bags that we noticed and that people really like, including us, is the toothbrush pocket and things like that. So we wanted to carry a little detail from our toiletry bag over to our other bag. So each bag will actually have a welded zipper that'll be totally waterproof. In this case, how I used it was to carry different things like sunscreen, hand sanitizer, stuff like that in this pocket, but I was a little bit more scared to put inside my bag. So we can bump into the main section of the bag. Open her up. So I think first and foremost on this side of the bag, we have a big mesh pocket. We actually moved this line to the middle so you can just do like underwear, stuff like that, socks, stuff like that over here. Super easy, just split it apart, really straightforward, just zippers. Simple, right? And then inside, currently, there's crap all over this. I recorded some stuff on like one of those little, what are they called? Anyway, this rug, and all the little pieces came off onto this divider apparently. But if you check it out, this divider will come with the bag. So you can store it flat if you don't want it. It can come like this. There will also be an option to buy an extra divider and then half dividers. I had a half divider, and all the travel and stuff, I lost it. It was honestly pretty wild for a minute, but lost it. So just know there's this divider. You can buy an expansion that will divide this into 6 pods, because you can do 2 big dividers and then 3 half dividers to make this one big pod, which will be really nice for me. I carry a lot of camera equipment a lot of times, so that would be really great. These are another feature. Again, this may or may not be the final hardware that we're using. This is a tremor buckle. We may use that. We've been playing around with some other options as well. But either way, it will be a nice G-hook. As of right now, these are pretty rad. You can just put them however you want. So these, you can go full length, you can loosen them up, do X's, you know, whatever you want. Which, again, the main reason for this and how the idea came about for these adjustable ones is because we were like, well, if we have this divider here, then all of a sudden there's gonna be a buckle underneath. Like, that's gonna suck. How stupid. So we were like, let's just switch it back and forth, make it so you can like adjust these, and then we're like, well, we might as well add them on the top and just make super adjustability. So then you can tighten this around your clothes, around, you know, it just makes it super versatile, and overall just makes it so that you can decide how you want to carry. We're not deciding how you should carry. So really like that. Down here on the bottom is that little pocket with the laundry bag. They actually, our manufacturer made this literally this big. So this is one that we sewed in-house, but it'll be this exact same thing. This is the same size as this, so the idea is when all your clothes are here, you can actually put this on top and then strap over top, so that it just really holds down everything. Within, I'll just go through this super quick, but then the inside, it's really cool. So it just is overall, it just, you know, a normal laundry bag. But into the side, it has a separate little pouch that you can open up. So you can put your swimsuit, you can put your shoes in there if you want, your gym clothes. Because honestly, when I travel, I literally rewear clothes over and over again. I rarely do laundry. So being able to keep my wet swimsuit separate from the rest of my clothes so that I can rewear some of those clothes is huge. So there's that. Pretty simple inside, honestly. Like, we wanted to keep it super simple. There's Velcro also all the way around the outside. Just so, you know, the adjustability of those different dividers can be however you want it, really. They're also not super structured, so you can go around like a corner if you want to, you know, whatever. So, before I could jump into the next one, I guess I can kind of cover the outside a little bit more. Now that I have this open, maybe I'll grab one of these straps. So, the idea on the outside is to be able to also kind of do things a few different ways. So, the day pack sits up here. There are hooks, G-hooks up here, and then G-hooks on the side that allow you to hook the bag onto the front. Obviously, I can tighten these down a little bit, and then they will stay really well. Wait for it. So then that stays on the outside of the bag. So you can also get an extra set of these. These are going to be sold separate both for the inside and the outside, so you can buy 2 sets if you want. We realized not everybody's going to want them, so we decided instead of increasing the price of the whole bag, we would just sell these separate. But then these also hook on the outside. There's the elastic so that you can fold these over, you know, tuck them in. I'm not gonna do it right now, it takes a second. Kids and stuff, I have 2 kids, so I'm constantly like needing a place to just to quick grab things, or even neck pillows or whatever. Super versatile. I mean, you could probably use your skateboard on there if you want, if you skateboard. there's a million different things you can use that for. Put this in there. Let's see. We can jump over to this section. So we have a strapping. We have a buckle there, so you can tighten it down there. This is also pretty rad. So you can obviously keep the cup holder closed if you don't have anything in there. Even closed, you can fit something really small in there if you really need to. But then you can unzip it part of the way and open it up. So then it can hold like a smaller, like a disposable water bottle or something like that. Or you can unhook it all the way and you can fit big hydro flasks. That's the problem. My wife and I always carry hydro flasks. And it's great because then we have a lot of water, but they rarely fit in a cup holder. So it's really nice to have a nice big cup holder for tripods, for whatever else. And then that, and then the buckle also doubles if something is really tall. You can undo the buckle. This buckle will be a little bit smaller than what this is. This is a 1 inch. We'll use a 3/4 here. Just so it's a little bit better for tightening. There's also these. We'll be selling a strap here, so you can hook it on, use it more as a duffel if you want. Other side, so we have a handle. These handles, both here and on the top, will be a little bit different. So we wanted them slim and low profile. Our manufacturer misunderstood. So we will have a little bit of padding in that. It'll be a little bit better than what this is, just so you can carry it for a little bit longer time. Again, this buckle will be a little bit smaller. These are made, you can tighten each side. Pull down a little bit. Because of the cup holder, we couldn't do one on the bottom. And then again, if you want to carry it this way, you have the loops here. We'll have a gated G-hook and then have the duffel strap there. Then on this side, there's a nice zipper. So there's actually 3 pockets here. So 1, 2, 3 with one long zipper. Also, currently, we don't have the zipper pulls. They were behind a little bit on that. So we will have different zipper pulls than just the base ones, so it's easier to grab that. Down at the bottom, there's a spot for a rain fly. We may release a rain fly during the campaign. We're still working on it, trying to decide if it's good enough to release. We just want to make sure that everything's quality and unique and makes sense to release. And then over here on the other side, again, this handle is going to be a little bit thicker, a little bit, hold down a little bit better, just so it's easier to grab. Right here, there's another hidden zipper. Again, with the zipper pulls. These smaller ones are a little bit harder, but this is a great place for passport or whatever on the top. Nice hidden pocket that falls underneath here. You'd never really notice it. Cool. And then we go to the backing. So we've been doing some pretty hard testing and we got a little bit of rip here. So we got to make sure that that's super durable. This is the first final prototype. So it's like we can only do so much testing on all the others. So one little thing we got to fix, but that's just how it goes, If you look up top, there's gated G-hook. You can switch, where that sits. Slide that down so you can see it a little bit better. And switch that gated G-hook. Again, this isn't the final hardware either. This will switch out a little bit. And then above is a tension. So you can pull this up. It kind of pulls it more further up on your shoulders. And then down here, you can see, so you can unclip the waist strap, clip those together, golden. And then these are actually rad because they can just tuck down in here so they're just not dangling around. So if for some reason you don't have the waist strap on, those will be out of the way, you don't have to worry about them. So I think that's it for the outside of the bag. So open her up. First we can go through this side. This mesh is actually rad. I really liked it. There's a little tension here. It actually holds things in really well. I typically put my chargers on this side so I can just unzip the top and easily grab it out. Then things that are, that you don't really want bouncing around, like hard drives, or I threw my mouse in here. You can zip it shut. You could also do things like, it's a really easy place to put SD cards or battery banks or whatever. Just things you don't want like bouncing around inside the bag. This lower section is really nice because You can grab, you can do, I did my keyboard, which I honestly don't usually travel with my keyboard, but I don't have an iPad, so we made this for an iPad, for papers, for a lot of things like that. You can, that are flat laying, but you need a little bit bigger space to throw them in and out. Over here on this side, this isn't the final way this strap will be. We are testing a different method. It didn't work. So we're Xing that. Essentially what this will be is, there'll be a strap similar to this, seatbelt webbing, that'll come up right here and then Velcro right here. So you don't have to, I've had bags where Velcro is down here and when you're going through TSA, it's hard to grab, whatever. So we decided to do the Velcro up here so you can just unzip, unvelcro it, pull it out super easy. For now, super simple. Currently we have these magnets here. Pretty simple. Now this zipper up here is actually where the back plate is. I guess we can pull that out right now because we're done with this bag anyway. So this guy, you typically won't pull this out. This isn't something that you'll pull out often or need to even take out at all. But you can slide this out. It's just sewn, it's just a plastic sheet. And then this metal rod, super lightweight. Just goes, has a little curve in it so that the tension on that hovering mesh will stay. And this curve is also above, it sits above the laptop, so you don't have to worry about the laptop hitting this curve or anything like that. So, that's the big bag. Hope you like it. If you have any other questions, let me know. Obviously, we're super open to answering questions, helping you guys out. There's just something about having a back plate there and like having some structure that like just takes that weight off your shoulders. And for me, I'm always carrying like camera equipment, always carrying heavy stuff. My bag is usually 40, 45 pounds pretty easy. And it just sucks. So having a lighter bag, even people that don't carry that much, we've had people use it that have only used clothes in it, and it still just feels so much better to carry. So super pumped we did that back plate. Anyway, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. And thanks for watching. Go ahead and go check out, I'm gonna be jumping into this waist strap and also the day pack in videos below.